Memorial Stadium. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So Tulane's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Here he comes with the return. And he's going to bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the single back. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Clemson! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Let's take a minute and think about Tulane. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. The sure hands, it's Lewis. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Sends it back in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Dumps it off in the flats. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him on the ground. And boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. We played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The run inside. It's Davidson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The offense changing the play. Running inside. It's Johnson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll tries and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the pool.
Snags it and he's open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Haynes. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for room, it's Lucas. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route line. He's beating man coverage. coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I love the play design, I love the decision, I love the throw, and I hate the catch. That is a play you gotta make on third down.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it to the right side. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the... Ball is out behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hill. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the red zone, it's Lucas. Shakes off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season. On point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
Set to advance on the foot.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Lucas. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Works the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Going long. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 9 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Ole Miss in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking to throw again. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. and ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Hill. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the eight ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working the middle. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it to the right. There he goes. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And this is the beauty of getting in these third down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice third down execution.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Number 81 set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lucas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Drive will open from the 15. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Takes the easy completion. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Snaps it in the shotgun. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Time to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Takes a handoff. It's Davidson. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to set up the screen.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. It's third and goal and third and long. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation.